Раз, два, три. 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 0, 5, 9, 15 минут пятого. Билли, Бонг.
Добрейшее время суток. Ребята, мы начинаем. Я решил, что мы все-таки сегодня чуть-чуть небольшой стрим, но сделаем. Поэтому сегодня будет продолжение. Хогвартс.
Legacy, да?
Да, с вами, как всегда, я.
Мишка.
Мишка наш. Это
Салам алейкум.
ссылочка. Вот, надеюсь, то, что еще кто-нибудь подключится к нам.
Ну, скорее всего, просто Мишка.
Ну, Мишка, топтышка. И мы начинаем. Как я и обещал, что мы должны что сделать? Правильно. Мы должны с вами прочитать письмо, полученное от профессора. Давайте-ка мы Вот. Профессор Фиг. И все. Зайдите ко мне. Я кое-что обнаружил в медальоне, который мы нашли в Гринготсе. Окей? Ладно. Зайдем.
Подожди, а в Гарри Поттере же, по идее, писем не должно быть. Там же эти должны быть, как они называются? Совы?
Ну, совы с письмами, все правильно.
Мгм.
Я получил сову, и теперь...
Прикольно, у меня задание выполнено. Сделать прокрутку, а я только что все три использовал.
Красава.
Мгм. Ну, через 4 часика еще одна доступна.
Давайте-ка, ребята, я сейчас 2 секунды буквально оторвусь.
Может, ты еще танки будешь стримить, кстати.
Была такая мысль.
Ну, а чего бы нет?
Была такая мысль, на самом деле. Так, ну что, это же этот самый безголовый гик. И как обычно,
How nice to see you, my young friend.
когда начинаешь стримить, тебя всегда какая-нибудь холера хочет. Что, ребята, давайте-ка мы с вами поищем. Лягушка. Василь Портнова.
Лягушка.
Ой-ой. Прикольно. Нас лягушка телепортнула куда-то.
Revelio.
Я понял, в мэре никого нет.
Призраки носятся друг за друга, ступают. Прикольно.
Revelio.
Whee! Oh, not again! Here I've come from the toilet bowl with... Did you praxia mole? As long as 'twere only one time per week, I can plunge the boy's lavatory, not for the meek.
С кем-то поговорить.
If only a new student were to help me with my sad predicament.
Are you alright?
Don't you know who I am? Zenobia Noak, the girl whom everyone at school hates for no reason.
Everyone hates you. Why?
Because Hogwarts is full of bullies and spoilsports.
Нет.
Leander Pruitt's one of the worst, that no-talent moon mind. I wanted to make some new friends, and so I brought my collection down to the common room. My gobstone collection, that is. I was hoping someone would want to play. Are you familiar with gobstones? Little balls, like marbles. Grand game. And if you lose, they spray you with a foul-smelling liquid.
Gobstones? Sounds like a fun challenge.
That's what I tried to tell everyone. People can be so cruel. Just because they're sprayed all over with smelly gobstone spit, it's their own fault for losing.
Жестокости, кстати.
Imelda is one of the worst losers. Everett and Astoria are terrible as well. And now those poor losers have taken my gobstones and hidden them in very high places all over the school.
Rather an overreaction on their part.
I'll say. Anyway, I can't work out how to get them back on my own. I don't think I know the necessary spells yet. I need someone, perhaps a selfless and talented fifth year to help me.
Блин.
Haven't you any friends at school? Not really. Natty said hello once, but
А
not
кто у
word
нас в мэрии?
since.
Кроме Илюхи.
I'll see what I can do.
I'd appreciate the help. If you do find all of my
Все, мы ж на
gobstones,
работе,
do
наверное.
come and see me again. I'll be back to playing Snake Pit and Jackstone by myself in no time.
Где-то таким в танках был в сети.
Сейчас.
Был в сети в танках с утра. Сейчас его нет в сети. Вообще.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
А Вера не дома, да?
Нет, она в офисе на работе.
На. Я сейчас заявление через это напишу. Через трудоустройство.
Сейчас, 2 секунды.
А там,
Ребята, демократы.
Серег, а там, где ваша дата рождения, там реальную дату, что ли, указывать?
Нет, по паспорту.
Ну, в реальную или в этом? А. А где, а как посмотреть-то? Через F2. Через F2. 19
I'd
ноября
better keep an eye
22.
on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Найдите блюдо. Блин.
The Daedalian keys are back. Aren't they brilliant?
Revelio. Accio. Reparo.
33.
Revelio. I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Давайте мы с вами
Сан-Андреас или Андрес? Сан-Андрес. Андреас. Да. Придется стать Сан-Андрес.
Revelio. I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Так.
Let us keep our heads about this.
Блин, меня на самом деле, знаешь, что забавляет?
Слушай, слушай.
То, что...
Revelio.
У тебя в игре, да? Призраки носятся друг за другом паром.
Прикольно.
Revelio. Professor, I'm glad to see you.
And I you. Thank Merlin you're in one piece. I heard about the attack. Trolls in Hogsmeade?
Sir, the trolls were wearing armor. It had that dark glow like the dragon collar.
Goblin silver. Ranrock used it to control the dragon. But how? And why send trolls too?
They were there because of me. I overheard Ranrock talking with Victor Rookwood.
Нет, год рождения все-таки надо это.
With Rookwood?
Реальный.
The trolls were Ranrock's
Реальный,
distraction, so
реальный.
Rookwood could get to me. And he would have.
Да.
Had Sirona and the patrons at the Three Broomsticks.
Только вопрос, во сколько я родился, я не знаю.
This is great news
Время
indeed. If Ranrock's goblins and dark
Через
wizards are
некоторое
after
время
you,
ваше
they
заявление
want what we
рассмотрят.
found in that vault.
Ты подал заявление, что ли, на что-то?
Мгм.
They're after the locket. You said you discovered something in it.
Yes, yes. I discovered an inscription. When I read it aloud, this map appeared. Clever enchantment. It's a map of Hogwarts, to be sure, but I do not know where it leads.
It leads to the library. A restricted section, to be precise, and a bit beyond. I see traces of magic there on the map.
I suspected you would see something.
Я вот думаю, куда пойти, в
I
Министерство
appreciate your
финансов или в
enthusiasm,
Министерство
and
культуры?
I'm eager to discover what we may find there as well. But if our experience at Gringotts,
Ну, сейчас в данный момент Министерство культуры абсолютно АФК, потому что нету министра.
The path we're on is terribly dangerous. I'd like you to work with Professor Hecat a bit before we continue.
Я тоже был на
But,
советнике.
sir, how dangerous could the library
Я могу ну, как попросить, попробовать стать министром
But we
культуры
should be prepared for
МК,
anything.
чисто.
Once you've honed your defensive magic further, come and see
Или,
me.
Министерство финансов?
I'll let Professor Hecat know to expect you.
Ну, я был там советником тоже. КК. А, типа ок? Или КК? Что означает КК?
Какая? Да.
А. Ну, типа ок, да.
Revelio.
Я хочу купить газировочку. Я хочу купить что-нибудь поесть. А, мне аптечка нужна. Аптечка нужна. Можно, пожалуйста, маску сниму, игра. Что сокрой? А чё, Мишель админ, что ли? Наш губернатор админ? Он что-то летает. Фига.
I'm here about the new spell you wanted to teach me, Professor.
Good. Professor Fig indicated a certain urgency to you completing your defensive magic assignments. As such, you are to learn Incendio, the fire-making spell, handy for lighting torches, burning away spider webs, and, when necessary, defending against those who would wish to do us harm.
Sounds versatile.
Quite. But before we get started, I'd like you to complete a few tasks. You may be surprised by some of them. Astonishing how much students don't think their professors know. When you're finished, come and see me. Then we shall begin working on Incendio. You know where to find me once you've finished.
Seems crossed wands isn't as secret as it's believed to be.
Ну сколько я почти месяц не был. А, не, полмесяца не был в мэрии. А? Back to home?
Back to home, да, если у тебя есть скриншоты.
У меня есть откаты мероприятий последние.
Нет, там
Скриншот документов я вот как сейчас могу сделать, типа.
Revelio.
А, это у меня есть, через Discord этого могу. У меня же глав канал остался.
Glad you could make it. Lucan's just over there.
Так у меня должность стажер получается тут, блин.
Sebastian told me to see you about a club.
Канал,
If Sebastian vouches for you, that's all I need to know. I coordinate duels for crossed ones. A dueling club of sorts. It's invitation only, so you must have really impressed Sebastian.
I'm flattered to hear that.
Я думаю, Миша, потому что он меня знает хорошо, он видел меня в
How
СМК.
does cross wands work exactly?
You show up, I match you with other duelists, and
Я ему
whoever
написал в
is still
Дискорде,
standing in the
он,
end
ну,
wins.
типа это.
It's our way of determining the school's greatest duelist once and for all. And to liven things up, the winner is awarded a prize. Interested?
Давай Мишу Мальборо это поставим на должность корпорации
Of
какой-нибудь.
course. Dueling's an entertaining pastime.
I agree. Besides, in crossed ones, you can duel with a partner if you like. Your first time I'll pair you with Sebastian. Next time, you'll need to bring a partner along, or duel alone. So, care to step into the ring?
Get me in the ring.
Spectacular! Let the fireworks begin!
We'll make you regret signing up.
Какому-нибудь материалу ставить.
Like a winner.
There goes my wager.
What to do? Nice work! Sebastian wasn't wrong about you. There's strong competition ahead, but keep this up and you could be the next school champion.
Brilliant. Count me in.
I shall. In fact, the second duel is ready when you are. And as a fully initiated member, you now have access to the official Crossed Wands training dummy. Very good way to master spell combinations. Come and see me, and I'll set it up. Again, congratulations on your first Crossed Wands victory. Well fought. Hope to see you back here again.
Hello, Lucan. May I use the training dummy?
Of course. I'll fetch it and give you a list of combinations to practice. Ready to have a try now?
That would be wonderful.
Be sure to cast all your spells before the dummy lands. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know. Next time, perhaps. Excellent form. That's it.
Lumos.
You'll get it.
Leviosa. Leviosa. Accio.
Nicely done. I'd say that's enough practice. You looked good out there.
Thank you, Lucan.
I say better to discover one's weaknesses during practice than during a duel. You'll be a fearsome challenger now.
Next time you need a partner for Crossed Swans, don't hesitate to call on me. Reparo. Accio. Revelio.
Hello, Lucan. Is the next round of Crossed Wands all set?
Why, yes it is. I've got a great match lined up. Ready for another round?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Brilliant. Are you dueling with a partner?
Yes, Natty.
Then let's get to it.
Ready to get thrashed?
Apologies in advance.
Leviosa.
Levioso! That's all you've got?
Reparo.
You're better than that! Levioso!
Come on. Accio.
Act like a winner.
Lumos. Accio. Lumos. Leviosa.
I could never duel like that. Bravo!
I gave it my all.
You did indeed. The other duelists have already taken notice of you, but after that last round, they'll really have it in for you. You'd better keep practicing if you want a chance at winning, or at least surviving the next round. I'll let you know when we're ready. Hope to see you then. The next round is for all the gobstones, so to speak.
Да, здорово. Здорово. Стрим веду. Там в общем чате. Пока. Нисколько. Да пофиг. Короче. Увеличенный нужно, да? Понятно. Ну и флаг будет платить за налог сразу. Дань, если хочешь, заходи на стрим, господи, блядь, пиздин. Понятно. Ну. Ну. опять. Правильно? Ну и похуй. Без кофе, без нихуя, да. Ну я тогда... Я тогда в Питер, когда я из Питера ехал по платнику, ты в Питер, ну, то ли в Питер, когда в Питер, то ли из Питера, я уж не помню. В какой моментов я тогда по трассе, ну, решил попробовать вообще посмотреть, что она может спокойно. 220, 230 я спокойно играл. Ну, да, я дальше не захотел просто машину насиловать, поэтому, ну, его нахуй. Тем более, что, ты знаешь, что у меня еще радики старые были в тот момент времени. Ну, сам понимаешь.
Без понятия, не знаю сам. Не в мэрии. Я не знаю, мне нет.
вообще у тебя никакой, Сереж.
В смысле?
Пойми. Да ты гундосый весь.
Да нормальный я.
Ненормальный ты гундосый весь. Капец.
По-моему, я нормальный. По-моему, нормальный. общем, как-то так вот. Ты тут?
Да, но ненадолго. Сейчас поем пойду.
Что, гулять?
Есть, поесть.
Assignment's all finished.
Короче, вот так. Телефон вырубает.
Название.
Revelio.
Сначала жопу, потом мама.
Данька, я слышал.
Revelio.
Heard you're defending Hogsmeade against Tro.
I trust Mr. Brattleby was able to accommodate you and that you found success in your...
I finished all of the tasks you gave me, Professor Hackett.
Glad to hear it. Then you should be ready to learn Incendio.
Should be, Professor.
Yes. I'm sorry to say, I visited enough careless colleagues at St. Mungo's to assure you that fire is a fickle servant. Your spellcasting has impressed me thus far, but please maintain focus. I would rather we not end today's lesson with your robes aflame. Let us begin. And remember, focus on the proper wand movement. Concentrate, and keep your wand steady. Good work. Practice in the classroom before you go. I've set up a few targets for you.
Protego! Incendio!
Getting it. Keep at it. And do try not to incinerate yourself.
Levioso! Accio! Incendio! Peril! Levioso! Reparo! Accio! Incendio!
Setting things ablaze is certainly difficult,
Levioso!
isn't it?
Accio! Incendio! 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 Incendio!
Reparo. Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Accio. Incendio. Incendio. Incendio.
Ah, there you are.
Hello, sir. You'll be pleased to know that I worked on my defensive magic with Professor Heckard.
So I hear. She tells me you've taken rather well to your new wand. You must continue to work with her and your other professors to improve your skills. That said, I don't wish to postpone our visit to the library any longer. So, shall we proceed?
Fig! I have work for you. Come.
Headmaster, I'm with a student and my schedule
Your
is...
schedule will wait indefinitely, as will your student. I would think that after all the trouble you caused me with Osric, you'd be eager to make amends. My office, 5 minutes.
That man is exasperating. Unfortunately, our trip to the restricted section will have to wait a bit longer.
But, Professor...
We have no choice. It would be unwise to provoke our illustrious headmaster further. I shall find you when I've completed whatever toils I must endure.
Revelio.
Sebastian mentioned sneaking into the restricted section. Perhaps he'll have an idea.
Sebastian,
there you are.
There you are. You promised me an explanation for what happened in the Three Broomsticks. Not many students have Victor Rookwood's attention. What was that all about?
I've never even met him. Perhaps he mistook me for another student.
If you say so. I won't press you now, but you will have to tell me what's going on at some point. You might need me. So, why were you looking for me?
I need to find something for Professor Fig, but it's in the restricted section of the library.
He can't get it himself?
He was called away by Black at the last moment. I suppose I could wait to get a note from him, but...
You want to show some initiative.
Precisely. You mentioned being clever enough not to get caught in the restricted section.
And I am. Meet me outside the library tonight. And tell no one.
What will happen if we're caught in the restricted section?
Detention, no doubt. But a word of caution or two will help. For one, avoid Peeves, the poltergeist. Aside from wanton destruction of property, he loves nothing more than telling on the likes of us.
How concerned should I be about the librarian?
Madame Scribner doesn't take kindly to clandestine activities taking place amongst her precious books. So do all that you can to avoid her. She and I have had our entanglements, but I can hold my own against her. You may not be so.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll meet you later.
See there? That's the door we need to reach. And those annoying prefects would love nothing more than to rat on us to Scribner, so don't let them see us. Understood?
I can be sneaky. Let's go.
Hold on now. There's a spell you should know. The Disillusionment Charm. Good for getting places you're not supposed to be. Cast it and you'll appear as little more than a trick of the light, just as long as you keep your distance and stay quiet.
You mean I'll actually be able to turn invisible?
Something like that. It's not as foolproof as a cloak, but those are expensive. And spells are free. Give it a try.
Incendio! Reparo! Accio!
We must remain unseen.
Still here. Quick, behind the bookcase.
You told me the librarian would be gone by now.
I said usually, but it'll still be all right. Do you see her desk behind me? The key is in the drawer of that desk. Now, here's what we're going to do. I'll create a distraction to draw her away. You focus on getting the key. I'll meet you outside of the restricted section.
Wait. Why do we need a key? Isn't there a spell for this?
Alohomora. That's how I always used to get in. But the librarian twigged that I knew the spell and cast an anti-Alohomora charm on the lock. So now it's just this key. But don't worry. I said I'd get you in, and I always keep my word. Trust me.
The key. Here it is.
Is someone there? Is that you, Peeves?
Goodness gracious, what a mess.
Oh, that one's charmed to look more useful than it is. It's fooled me twice. Never judge a tome by its cover, I say. Ghost, don't let her see you. Silent as a grave.
It's set. Prepare her.
Sure, you'd be wise to get out of here. It's not safe for young mortals.
Вот мы и проиграли.
Oh, that one's charmed to look more useful than it is. It's fooled me twice. Never judge a tome by its cover, I say. Ghost, don't let her see you. Quietly now. Should be in the clip. There's no need for us to be skulking about.
So what is it you've been looking for?
I'm looking for a cure to help my twin sister, Anne, so that she can return to Hogwarts. Because Merlin knows everyone else has given up.
Why do you think you'll find a cure in the restricted section? Does the Hogwarts matron have nothing that can help Anne?
No! I've
Revelio.
tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's. But I can research on my own. No need to concern yourself with that right now. Let's focus on what you're after. Which is what, precisely?
I'll know it when I see it.
You're being awfully cryptic.
Who have we here? Sebastian Sallow and his new little friend. Out exploring where they shouldn't be. Naughty, naughty. You'll get caughty.
Peeves, don't
I'm
you...
going to tell. I'm going to tell. I'm going to tell.
Oh, blasted Peeves! I've got to stop him, or at least get to the librarian with a good excuse for all of this.
Wait, I don't want you getting into trouble for me.
I have a way with the faculty when it comes to disciplinary matters. Besides, I like having friends who are in my debt. Now go. Good luck in your search. Now, where's that damned poltergeist got to?
I know just the spell to repair this armor.
Repairer!
Revelio. Of course, traces of ancient magic. That must be that's it. Revelio. Where might this lead?
Repairer!
Да.
Incendio! Accio!
Not surprising. Guards at the ready.
Incendio!
Levioso! Protego! Levioso! Accio! Incendio! Accio! Revelio. This must be the way forward. To where? Nearly there. Best keep my wits about me. Accio. Incendio. Protego. Levioso. Accio. Levioso. Levioso. Incendio. Protego. Accio. Levioso. Incendio. It is a book after all.
wanted to see me? Headmistress Fitzgerald, Professor Rackham.
Miss Isadora Morganach, welcome.
Professor Rookwood, Professor Bakar.
We understand that you are adjusting well to life at Hogwarts.
I am.
I am glad. Especially in light of your unusual situation, starting as a 5th year.
As it happens, I was also admitted to Hogwarts as a 5th year. I've never heard of another like us.
Miss Morganach, when we spoke yesterday after class, you asked about the beautiful swirls you saw years ago when we visited your hamlet.
I recognized you all immediately. I cannot thank you enough for what you did.
We were glad to help.
And yes, I did see swirls of magic everywhere that day. My father insists it was my imagination running wild, but it was certainly real to me.
It was not your imagination.
Percival, Professor Rackham can see them too. But we have never known of another who could.
I don't understand. What are they?
The whispers or traces that appear when a particular form of ancient magic is wielded.
Ancient magic?
Few are capable of wielding it. Hogwarts itself is a stronghold of ancient magic.
So if I can see traces of ancient magic, does that mean I can wield it too?
With the proper training.
But let us not get ahead of ourselves, Miss Morganach.
Before I can train you to wield such magic, you must first master all that Hogwarts has to offer.
A magic this powerful can do great harm in the wrong hands. It must be wielded by a select few. As such, we ask that you not speak to anyone about what we have discussed here today.
Sebastian.
Sneaking in the restricted section again! I had thought we were through with this mischief. Clearly detentions are insufficient. I'm afraid I must take this to the headmaster.
But that being said, Peeves informs me that you didn't come alone tonight. If someone has coerced you, I would have you tell me. You're a bright boy. Don't waste this.
There was nobody else. I came alone.
Oh, Sebastian. What will your uncle say?
I can't say I'm much interested, I'm afraid.
I'm a little bit interested.
Good, because I'm imagining there are some tasty potions we could find.
What sort of tasty potions? You mean like recipes?
No, silly. Potions that we won't be taught in class. Forbidden potions.
Would there be love potions, do you think?
Oh, if there are, I'm definitely not going.
Oh, there's probably everything. And as long as the librarian isn't about, I'm sure it's not that hard to get in.
There's likely a reason it's called the restricted.
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood? Makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look. Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
They were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
What will you tell them about Mr. Osric's death?
I don't know how much I dare say. George tried to convince the ministry about Ranrock, but to no avail. My instinct is to follow the path we are on for the moment and keep the details to ourselves until we know more.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
Revelio.
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional... Please complete...
I wonder how many... There's something in there.
growing Punja's onion again.
Good morning, Professor Garlick. How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear.
Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie.
Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacula than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug. The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now, for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting.
I wonder if I do wonder about Professor Fig. He's hardly ever in his classroom. Most
Yes, Professor.
strange.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
I'll say, nearly went deaf.
Well, yes. Of course, the cry of a mature mandragora can be fatal, so remember to keep those ears protected. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful! A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy or roses?
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class.
А что говорить-то?
Я счастливый.
На работе. Я сейчас тоже на работу поеду. Угу.
Well done! Once it can be harvested, your Dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese... Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian! And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. Brilliant.
Oh. Well, thank you.
I nearly put Sebastian in his place myself. I mean, I would have. Here we are. Home of the Chinese chomping cabbage. Go on, grab a few of those. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest. Levioso! Look at that! They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but... Well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
Just because those cabbages will chomp on a dummy doesn't mean they do the same on, say, a goblin.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and Deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Handy resource indeed.
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Only cost me my damn...
Did you know that you can make any...
The best time to plant a seed is last season. The second best time is now.
My family loves going to the Quidditch World Cup. Father was on the Barnton amateur team for a bit. Been obsessed with the sport ever since.
My little sisters will be so happy to see me over the holidays. They madly try to cast spells at me with their toy wands. Mildly annoying.
My sister will be home for the holidays this year. Hope she's bought me a new boot. I reckon Sebastian did not expect such a sound defeat in defense against the dark arts.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
I wonder if you might be able to help me with a small, project.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Shouldn't there be orders or someone from the ministry guarding the school after the incident in Hogsmeade?
Professor Black would never allow that. There's nothing that completely incompetent.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wigan-Weld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wigan-Weld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous. I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time round.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the... Professor Sharp must have learned a lot during his time as an Auror. I wish he talked about it more.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity. You remember me, don't you? Gareth Weasley.
Ah, yes. We met in the common room.
Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I don't know, Gareth. I don't want to get on Sharp's bad side.
You won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Sharp won't even miss it.
I've enough to worry about collecting the ingredients he wants me to get. I'm afraid I can't help you.
I understand. I'll sort something else out.
Remember, precision.
Ревелио. А это набор не проводите? А?
Your potion station's organized. Should you chop the kidney or crush it? The wrong answer could result in the unfortunate loss of your eyebrows.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and that's odd.
I was impressed
What's
that you were
happening?
able to answer Professor Sharp's question about the Wiggenweld potion.
Oh, you're the new student. I've heard much about you. Thank you. I'm Amit, by the way. Pleasure, truly. And I've never seen anyone brew such a flawless Wiggenweld potion on their first try. Well done.
Professor Sharp didn't seem as impressed as you are.
Don't take it personally. Professor Sharp wouldn't be impressed by a troll reciting the tales of Beetle the Bard backwards. And in gobbledygook. A fascinating language, by the way. Neither here nor there, really, but I am a self-taught speaker. Merlin's beard, good conversation is the enemy of free time. I must return my book, Gateway to the Far Stars, before my next class. Speaking of stars, we'll be in astronomy together. You'll love it. Professor Shaw is firm, but quite clever. See you soon, no doubt.
I brewed an Edorus potion as you asked, Professor.
Glad you managed to stay on task. Not every class is so eventful. I saw Mr. Weasley speaking with you earlier. He can be quite persuasive. Glad you managed to resist. You've done well today. I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. And you can keep that Fwooper feather. This time. That'll be all.
Revelio.
I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Dismissed.
Don't fret if you run out.
My Wiggenweld potion's utter rubbish. Wish I could just replace it with one from J. Pippin's.
I hate to see a creature get put down like that. But trolls have no business in Hogwarts. Ugh, my robes are going to reek from Gareth's inspiration for the rest of the term.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Protego! Revelio.
Spare a moment? I could use your help.
Don't get too cocky simply because you had one victory over Sallow. He never backs down from a fight.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Revelio.
Nothing, Craig. Gone by.
Revelio. This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
Не знаю. Угу. Меня РМ грабили.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. I was there, and I saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow at the Three Broomsticks. I have been worried about you.
I'm all right at the moment.
If you don't mind my asking, why were they looking for you?
I've never met Rookwood or Harlow. Perhaps they mistook me for another student.
A bit odd. The two of them pursuing a Hogwarts student so intently. But whatever the reason, you were clearly in danger. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us. To all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. Everyone has been talking about you defending Hogsmeade from that troll attack. And I shall never forget watching Sorona stand up to Rookwood and Harlow in the Three Broomsticks. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I
Será?
left Billyland. I am not going to sit by and watch them
Ты ещё
destroy my new
стримишь?
home.
Надо бей.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous
Он меня
pair,
мьютится просто,
and you
я
should know
хотел
that
в
Rookwood is in league
ЛСПД.
with Ranrock.
I had heard they were seen in Hogsmeade together.
Не,
All
не
the more reason
не
they must be
устраивает.
stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus
Поговорить
Harlow
надо.
runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire
Я замьючусь
enterprise.
пока.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
I beg your pardon! How dare you threaten me?
Revelio! What's going on here?
I never thought Ramrock's
No.
loyalists would go this far.
Pardon me, is everything all right?
Hardly.
Ну,
I've
ЛСПДшники,
just lost
как
my
обычно,
business and almost my
конченые.
life. You'd best look elsewhere for wares. I've nothing to sell now. I never thought it'd come to this. Be on your guard. Ranrock and his loyalists will spare no one.
They attacked you.
Oh, Ranrock has no patience for goblins who won't join him. While I too would like to see goblin kind treated by wizards as equals, bloodshed is not the answer. When I said as much, they turned on me, struck me till I nearly passed out. Took my
Мне что
cards,
нравится,
my
механики
belongings,
сейчас
even that which is most precious to me.
работают, прикинь.
Paintings.
You mentioned that your paintings were taken. Are you a painter?
I am. It's my calling, though most would think it an unusual path for a goblin. Most of my family work in metal, or associated with Gringotts. I'd wager my finest brush that Ranrock's lot have no appreciation for any of my
РМам
work,
пофигу
and
то,
it'll be
что
tossed
я из
aside for
Расты.
kindling. Without my cuts and my livelihood, who knows when I'll be able to paint again.
Ну, понятно.
I'm sorry this happened to you. I shall
Со
certainly
Славика
keep an eye
тогда
out for your
будет
cards.
автоматическая
That is
винтовка
very
и сайга.
kind of you, but I think they took them to their camp southwest of here, just past some ruins. Too dangerous to try and retrieve them. I did enchant the carts to return to me if I ever lost them, however. Slim though the chances may be, I'm holding out hope that some of what was taken is returned to me.
Ладно, погнали.
It was
Давай.
nice meeting you.
Да.
I've been under better circumstances.
After what Ranrock
Не
did to
туда
that
нажал.
goblin banker at Gringotts,
Давай.
I shouldn't be surprised.
Всем
at
удачи,
what
всем
happened to
пока.
Ron. Levioso. Accio. Protego. Levioso. Accio. Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Protego. Incendio. Incendio. Accio. Protego. Accio. Incendio. Protego. Levioso. Accio. This place has seen better days. Protego. Revelio. Past the ruins. I'm on the right track. Incendio. Incendio. Levioso. Accio. Protego. Incendio. Accio.
Taken out last
Incendio. Too late for you to learn the error of your ways. An encampment. This must be it. Looks as if there's more than one way to enter.
Joining us. He doesn't come round now. He'll be made even more of an example.
Someone there?
Incendio.
Stop it!
This will not go well.
Impossible! Right.
Accio.
Run, Rothwell! Up for a bit of dying, are we?
Easily diverted.
Accio.
Chill spells glance off of me.
Rebellion. Protego.
Lucky, that's all!
Incendio.
Much too.
Are you quite dead? You're so very weak. When are you going to give up?
Levioso. Incendio.
What are you doing?
Accio.
What is... I shall avenge your death.
Protego. Levioso. Accio. Incendio. That was quite something. Now, to free Arn's cards. Revelio. Revelio. Quite an enchantment. The cards are returning to Arn. Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Protego. Stupid. Levioso. Accio. Levioso. Accio. Levioso. Incendio. Accio. Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Ugh. Shame you're so foul. Protego. Revelio. Incendio. Incendio. Accio. Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Levioso. Accio. Accio. Revelio.
Levioso!
Accio. Incendio.
Protego!
On, I have good news. Your carts are on their way back.
I don't know what to say. Any hope I have of getting my belongings back was quickly fading. Ramrock's lot called me a fool for believing in the good in wizard kind. Thank you for proving them wrong.
I managed to free your carts fairly easily.
Oh, I'm glad you're all right. Oh, I can't wait to have my things back, especially my paints. You know, you've inspired me. I've been dealing with witches and wizards for years, and we've always got along just fine. Perhaps my next piece will be a tribute to all that is good between us.
What a nice idea, Ron. I wish you luck with it.
Oh, I can't wait to get started. Thank you again for all you've done.
They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be...
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
Allow me to put you out.
Accio. Incendio. Protego.
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
Do you really think I got...
I'm not going anywhere with you.
You take this student on the hot days to You haven't been that at all!
Levioso. Accio.
Child!
Tell Rookwood to find me himself.
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Revelio. Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why 2 Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin. Gave me a book when we were students at Hogwarts. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff, brilliant potioneer, has her own shop in Knockturn Alley. She's a travelling vendor. Hears what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service. Historian and archaeologist specialising in Merlin's work and life.
I thought that Merlin and the tales about King Arthur's court were a myth.
Mere myth. You're lucky Sir Cadogan didn't hear you. Chatters on endlessly about his connection to Merlin from his portrait at Hogwarts. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the centre. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the centre of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honours? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me.
Revelio.
It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens.
Revelio.
My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these pyres.
Incendio!
Merlin's beard!
The flames make the pyre sink.
What a day. I can hardly believe it.
I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require mallow sweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Sir Nicholas, our house ghost, is looking for you. You can find him near the Great Hall.
Incendio.
far as I can see, the only potion worth learning is sleeping draught. Best time for history of that.
Incendiary.
Hey, it's me, Gareth. Do you have a moment?
Were you calling me, Gareth?
I was hoping you might want to redeem yourself for not having brought me that Fupa feather and potions. You see, I have an idea for a fizzing Whizbee-inspired beverage, but I'm missing a key ingredient.
You and your concoctions. I don't know how you come up with these things.
It's a gift, truly. So, I suspect the key ingredient in fizzing Whizbees is dried billywig stings. I heard there's a store of them in Honeyduke's cellar. I'd get them myself, but my Aunt Matilda has her eye on me. Thinks I need to focus on potions class for a while, not for my own brews. I was hoping you could follow a secret passage to Honeyduke's cellar and grab a few dried billywig stings for me.
I don't know, Gareth. Secret passage to a cellar. Sounds like it's off limits.
Not at all. It's a perfectly legitimate secret passage. I'd use it if I could. The passage is hidden behind the statue of a one-eyed witch in the third-floor corridor. Just tap it with your wand and say, Descendium.
I'll see what I can do, Gareth.
Fair enough. You shall be the first one to taste my newest brew if you can be of help. Perhaps I can convince a meat to help me with my potions homework. Get my aunt to loosen her reins a bit.
I'll need to get those dried billywig stings for Gareth.
You there? Yes, you. I wonder if you might come with me for a moment.
A one-eyed witch statue shouldn't be too hard to find. Accio. This looks like the right statue. Password. Descendium. Goodness. Who knew this was all down here? A lift. Must be how I get down. Looks broken, though.
Repairer.
That seems to have done the trick. This castle will never cease to surprise me. Incendio! Levioso! Accio! Levioso! Accio! Levioso! Incendio! I'm trapped. How am I supposed to get out of here?
Incendio! Incendio. Accio.
If I could lift this platform, I think I could get it to work.
Incendio. Accio. Levioso.
Going to have to get past this.
Protego. Levioso. Reparo. Levioso. Incendio. Reparo. Accio. Levioso.
Something is getting in the way of that platform.
Incendio. Accio. Levioso.
That did the trick. This must be the way out. I need to find a way to open that gate.
Incendio.
Something smells sweet. Must be close to Honeydukes.
Revelio.
Honeydukes. I can smell the chocolate. Now, where would I find the dried billywigs? I have the dried billywigs things. Now back to Gareth. I can only imagine how his new recipe's going to turn out.
Incendio.
What are you up to now?
You read it here first. All the latest wizarding news right here.